understand why you want to move to the cloud. You've heard lots of anecdotes around, cloud isn't right for everything, and indeed that can sometimes and often be the case. So understand why you want to move to the cloud, understand what are the business outcomes that you're looking for, and I believe that if you start there and then work backwards to figure out how you will then achieve those and with what. So by that I mean, it's not just about how you can migrate services to the cloud. I think arguably that can often be the easy part, and there's a variety of techniques to migrate an application, but it's how you then consume those services. It's how you govern those environments when all the legacy ways of managing traditional IT suddenly go out the window, and the skills that you need to be successful in that space are in short supply. And then it's the what. Are you going to go for platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, software as a service? There's a lot of these things, and they will fundamentally dictate how you consume and the path that you go on, and the skills and the tooling that you will need to get the automation that's going to deliver a lot of the operational benefits, amongst many others. I guess one that I particularly quite like is, and it's probably perhaps for more established manufacturing organisations that have been collecting years and years worth of data for compliance and maybe even regulatory purposes. And that data is going largely untapped, costing a lot of money, sitting often on expensive storage arrays and archive platforms and so on. So I guess one interesting strategy that could be explored would be, could that data be ingested into one of the public clouds, and an information lifecycle management policy applied to that to auto-tier the data to an appropriate storage classification, and in doing so potentially offer up some immediate commercial benefits. But with that, open the door to a wealth of opportunity, that being really in the domain of big data, AI, analytics. So there's a lot of legacy digital assets in there, and if it's possible to tap into that by getting the data up into the public cloud and doing something quite smart with it around maybe identifying operational efficiencies, identifying new product lines, etc., then you start to have a business case that could be quite compelling, offering some day one commercial savings, but further operational savings and potential revenue lines. Now, let's not say it's a trivial exercise. You still need to go through the process of understanding what data you've got, classifying that data, understanding any security constraints which may need to be imposed, and hence controls that would need to be put in place to satisfy those requirements. But that said, if we're talking about data that is sitting there because you have a business need to keep it from a regulatory purpose, it'd be quite interesting to find a cheaper way to meet that requirement, but drive new revenue streams or operational efficiencies off the back of that.